Hi friends, in today's video we are going to see about the story The Secret of the Muddy Shoes. Once the king had 12 beautiful daughters. The king was very protective of them and would not allow them to step out of the palace. In the night, the 12 princes would sleep in 12 beds all in one chamber, and the king would lock the door with 5 locks. In the morning, the king would unlock their chamber. One morning, when the king unlocked the prince's chamber, he saw their shoes full of mud and swamp. Did they go out? Thought the king, worried. But how can they? The door was locked. The next morning, again the king found his daughter's shoe muddy. He could not find out how it happened or where the princess had been. When it happened night after night, the king was naturally worried. So he had to announce it in the kingdom that whoever finds out the secret of the muddy shoes shall be crowned the next king. But whoever tried and did not succeed in 3 consecutive nights would be put into death. A neighboring prince accepted the challenge and was made to stay in the chamber next to the 12 princesses. At the night field, the eldest princess entered the prince's chamber and offered him a glass of wine. The prince drank the wine and slept asleep. This happened on all 3 nights, and the prince, failed in his mission, was put to death. Many brave men tried their luck but could not uncover the secret and had lost their lives. One day, an old soldier who had been worried in battle and could fight no longer came to visit the king. Outside the royal court, the soldier happened to meet an old woman who asked him, "Have you come here to find out the secret of the muddy shoes?" "Yes," replied the soldier. "Well, then do as I say," added the old woman. "Do not drink any wine that the elder prince bring you at the night, and as soon as she leaves, you pretend to be fast asleep." Then she gave him a cloak and said, "When you put this on, you will become invisible." The soldier thanked the old woman and went to the king to accept the challenge. The king ordered the soldier to be held to the chamber next to that of the princesses. As the night fell, the elder princess brought a cup of wine to the soldier. The soldier secretly poured away the wine and pretended to fall asleep. Hearing his snore, the 12 princesses laughed heartily, saying, "He too will lose his life like all others." Then they put all gold embroidered dresses and slipped on their finest shoes. The eldest prince clapped her hands, and one of the coats sank into the floor, opening a tunnel. Meanwhile, the soldier put on his cloak and became invisible. As soon as he saw the 12 princesses going down the tunnel, he followed them. The tunnel opened in a beautiful land full of golden trees with silver branches. The soldier broke off a little branch to take it as a token of the place. The 12 princesses walked and walked until they came to a lake on which there lay 12 little boats with 12 handsome princes in them. As the princesses boarded a boat each other, the invisible soldier stepped into that of the youngest princess. One of the other side the lake stood a beautiful castle, from which came the mesmerizing music and horn and trumps. All the couples went into the castle with the soldier following them. There each prince danced with their princess. When it was 3 o'clock in the morning, they rowed back again over the lake and took leave of each other, promising to meet again the next night. The soldier hurried through the tunnel and reached the palace before the princesses. When the 12 princesses came up, they heard the soldier snoring in his bed and sighed in relief. They then pulled off their shoes, muddy by now, and went to bed. In the morning, the soldier went to the king and declared the secret of the muddy shoes, showing him the silver branches as a proof. Then the king asked his daughters the truth. They had no option but to confess it all. As promised, the king declared the soldier as the next king. As for the 12 princesses, they apologized to the king and won his blessings to be married to their respective princes. Thanks for watching.